Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Jonathan back again with the weekly scuffle. Today I'm talking about Teofimo versus George Kambosos and my reaction. Honestly, great fight. Both fighters got a knockdown. It was a very spirited fight. It's a fight of the year candidate. But at the end of the day, there's multiple issues that happen with this fight. I think Teofimo is underestimating George Kambosos. I think Teofimo should definitely look to move to 140. They were saying that before and after the fight. And I think that's definitely a move for him. I think he should go to 140, get a fight, try to become mandatory for Josh Taylor if he really wants that fight. And then we'll see what happens there. But Teofimo, he had a good run. I do not think his career is over. I think because of the Floyd Mayweather effect, people are too focused on that zero, and they think once that zero is gone, your career's over. But in my opinion, it's really not. He could use it as a learning lesson, just become a way better boxer. Look at the Canelo Alvarez and look what he's accomplished, especially after the loss to a Floyd Mayweather. But at the end of the day, we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. But other than that, George Kambosos is the emperor in his own words. He's taken over the lightweight division, shocked the world. And honestly, I think Devin Haney should be next. I really like Devin Haney as a fighter. Yes, he does remind me a lot of Floyd, but it's just because of the skills. He says it all the time, skills pay the bills. And I'm a believer in that. I've always thought if you're the most skilled at what you do, you're going to be successful regardless. Skills are always more important than natural ability. Most people know this in any sport that you do. Yes, you could be naturally gifted at something, but if someone outworks you, they're going to be better than you, and that's just a fact. I think Devin has a good shot at getting this fight. Of course, we're not going to overlook Jojo Diaz, who's in front of him, a former two-time world champion. And I think this is going to be a good fight this weekend for Devin. I think if Devin wins, he'll have a really good resume. And I think he'll have a shot at Linares. I mean, not Linares, at Kambosos to have a real undisputed champion at 135. And I think that's a great fight. Even if it's in Australia, I think that's good for Australia. They're getting a big event with two champions. I think at the end of the day, I think Devin Haney will win that fight. There's no overlooking. I think there's a lot of overlooking. I overlooked Kambosos with Teofimo, but I think Devin, in my opinion, I always had Devin ranked higher than Teofimo. I think I like Tank more than Teofimo because of that power. And Ryan Garcia is, he's dealing with what he's dealing with, so we really just don't know. But I think Devin has a good shot at winning against Jojo. I think he'll outbox him. We need to see if Devin shows us that if he has that power, because I believe if Devin shows us that he has power, then he could really become a threat to not just 135, but to 140 and potentially even 147. You gotta remember, Devin is a lot taller than a lot of these fighters. He has a reach advantage to most of them, and he's just a good boxer. And he's still young. I think he's the youngest one in this division of all the young bucks. He's one of the youngest ones. Even if you're including Shakur Stevenson, I think he's younger than him. So I think that's great. He has so many fights too for such a young age. I think it's great. I think we'll see how this plays out. And with all that being said, see y'all next time.